All right. All right. Want to talk about this Michigan game, first game of the year, 2017. We started off good. Started off good. A little worried at first about Florida, just a little bit, seeing what the defense would have to go against with all the Florida suspensions and everything going on with that. But I wasn't too worried about the defense, our defense, because I knew we had a lot of good players coming back and players ready to step in and show out, which they did. And people, if you watch the media, they just talk. They don't really look at the roster. They don't watch the teams like us fans really do. So they talking saying, "Oh, Michigan lost 11 starters and lost their whole defense except for Mike McCrary," which is true. But if you watch Michigan, you knew last year you had Rashawn Gary, Maurice Hurst, these guys that played. A lot of the corners they all played. Like we rotated players in, so there wasn't too many just fresh meat out there, dudes that hadn't been on the field before. So let's get to what we saw yesterday. Michigan looked good. We looked good. The defense is faster. If you watched Michigan last year and watched them this year, you can't tell me this defense this year is not faster, and they look more physical too. And it's just a gang style mentality. Those boys are flying around getting to the ball. So anybody we play this year, they're gonna have it in on defense because that D line is looking good, good, and the fact that we have such a good D line that will make it a lot easier on our corners, which most of them are rookies. That I saw the senior came in late in like the second quarter. I want to say when one of our younger corners got hurt, but he may be starting next game because he looked good. He looked ready to play, ready to play. Harbaugh. One thing you can say whatever you want about Harbaugh, but he gets his players to play. He gets the most out of all his players. So the only worry that I have, and it's the one worry that I had going into the season, Wilton Spate. Some of you might be fans of Spate. I know there's a lot of people that have that. Oh, he's our quarterback, and we want to live and die with our quarterback. But Wilton Spate held the team last year back, and he may do the same with this year. I'm Michigan true blue till I die, but I'm just a realist when I see what I see. I haven't seen him grow. Like you're a junior. When a player is in college, every year you want to see improvement. Every year. It's not like once you get to the pros, you get a peak. These football players are still young, so you should still see improvement year to year. I just didn't see it. I mean, yes, it was the first game, but I just don't see it. Throwing high, a lot of his balls were high. He threw that pick. He made the check on the one when there was a all-out blitz coming. He made the check to Crawford. Sees it. The guy's wide open. And it wasn't my thing that he missed him. It's the way he missed him. He throws the ball 10 yards out of bounds. Like, he's wide open. Just throw it right to him or at least give him a chance. When you throw a ball 10 yards out of bounds, you don't even give your receiver a chance to make a play. And it's just like, you just lost a touchdown. Now, what if the game is close and that happens? That could be the game right on that play. You missed a touchdown. Another thing I had to say about Spate is, I don't know, he just doesn't seem calm. He doesn't have that general mentality, like that field general mentality that you want from your quarterback. Like, everything's okay. I've got it. I'm gonna take care of it. Like, I will lead us to the promised land. Like, he doesn't give that feel. Like, he feels like he's hoping something bad doesn't happen. Like, maybe it's just me, but I get that feeling from him. Like, there's a couple plays where the plays develop. It's not there, and you got to check down. The running back was in the flat. He's taking sacks. Like, you should know 1, 2, 3, boom, hit that check down, boom, to the flat. If it's open, hit them. Like, you got weapons, give them a chance. Like, don't take sack, get it to the running back in the flat. Let's go. But I like what I saw out of the kicking game. He had a couple misses, but he's kicking them from deep. When you got a guy kicking 55-yard field goals, that's big, because that means you can get points as soon. Once you get to 30, you can put 3 on the board. So he had a couple misses, but I'm hoping that it won't hold him back. It won't get in his head, and he can continue like he did in the beginning of the game and just pound it in. Besides that, kicking game looked good. Returners, we're gonna see what Peoples-Jones. He looked pretty good on some of those returns, so I'm happy with that. The running backs, let me talk about the running backs too real quick. The running backs, I like what I see out of Isaac, and I like what I see out of Chris Evans. The one guy I want to see get more play is Higdon. He looks like he needs to be getting more carries because he runs hard, and he's fast. He's fast. He's got a speed and a power to him. Like, it's almost a total package. Chris Evans, he's elusive, but he doesn't run really hard, like with power. Higdon runs with that power and that intensity. Like, no, you're not gonna take me down on the first tackle. Like, he runs with a chip on his shoulder. I like that. I think he needs to get more carries for sure. Like, I think he could be a bell cow for us. But besides that, I mean, it was a good overall game. Besides those picks, it was pretty much a total dominance by Michigan. Like, the 33-17, if you watch that game, it wasn't as close as that. They got those picks, and they had hope for a second. They got the lead, but it was like, I wasn't really worried because you knew they couldn't move the ball on that defense. Like, what did they move the ball one time down the field and got a field goal out of it? They weren't moving the ball on that defense. That front seven, Devin Bush, Hudson, Gary, Hurst, those boys are not playing around out there. Like, those boys are flying around. When you see D linemen getting out on screens making the tackle, those boys are playing out there and flying around. So this is my first video because I want to start giving some real insight on Michigan from a true Michigan fan and somebody that just really knows what they're talking about, because I watch Michigan and I know the game. So first video, I'm going to start making videos every week and through the week to preview the upcoming games and see what we got going. So signing out. Like and subscribe if you like what you hear. Michigan, go blue.